Facebook kindly permit me to use this song and entertain my followers. I have no copyright over this song. Thank you.
anyị nwere ndị na-alụlụ obodo tupu ụbọchị unu niile ụmụ ibe ndị ajọ ibili olisakwachi ụlọ ụgwọ mmadụ ịkwụlụ mmadụ n'ụwa egwe masị na mmiri o si na mmiri egwe masị n'ikuku o si na mmiri bịa aye egwe masị na mmiri o si na mmiri egwe masị n'ikuku o si na mmiri bịa aye ndị ọzọ na-eti egwu mana bụ ịgba ka anyị na-eti ndị ọzọ na-eti egwu mana bụ ịgba ka anyị na-eti agbata tie egwu m amụgalụ na-egwu ọzọ egwu ọma agbata tie egwu m amụgalụ na-egwu ọzọ egwu ọma onye bụ na gbalụba egwu onye bụ na gbalụba egwu ka anyị chọọ hypertension ogene na-enye ahụli ogene na-enye ahụli ogene na-enye ahụli onye amaghị agba okwebe n'isi ogene na-enye ahụli yenebe ego bụ ụzọgba egwu ebali ya ego yenebe ego bụ ụzọgba egwu ebali ya ego echebe ife okwu na-eme n'ụwa ebali ya ego Igbo ogene ịgbakwa aja ya mma echebe ibe okwu na-eme n'ụwa ebali ya ego agịdịgba ogene ịgbakwa aja ya mma agịdịgba ogene ịgbakwa aja ya mma egwu anyị
ọdịnala bisi mmiri yes ọdịnala bisi mmiri ụmụ ọma ndị njem ọnụ ụmụ Biafra asị m nke onye chiri ya zelu ma eze nwoke ma eze nwanyị ma okereke ma okerafọ ma okonkwụ ma okolie ma mgbọkwụ ma mgbeorie ma mgbeeke ka unu niile ra bụ ndị na-enene ihe onyonyo nke a na-eme n'abalị a ana m asị na ọ gadịrị unu na mma Chukwu okike bịa maka anyị na-ayọ n'isi mmadụ niile ka ha rabụ ndị na-atụsa ozi ama ndị na-ege anyị ntị afa m nke bụ maazị Ọkpalaeze Chukwu bụ ike m agụ Biafra nke mbụ na ana Biafra eze nwe ife n'ụwa niile maazị ose ọja dị meji dị ifere ikpe mara eziokwu aka azụ dị ya ana m asị ka eke ori afọ na nkwọ kwọtala anyị ife ọma Chukwu okike abịa ma ya na-arịọ gị ihe akụ aka ihe enwenwe n'isi ụmụ Biafra niile ebe ọ bụla ha nọ wee na-agba mbọ n'ụbọchị taa Chukwu okike abịa ma ya na-arịọ gị n'isi maazị Nnamdi Kanu ka ị bịa nọnyere anyị n'ọgbakọ nke anyị ga-enwe n'abalị a n'ihi nke ejikọ m ọjị wee bịa ejiri m mkpụrụ ọjị wee bịa mkpụrụ ọjị ka m ji wee bịa maka ọjị bụ mkpụrụ osisi anyị ji ayọta ihe n'aka Chukwu unu n'anya na ga-afọ ọjị ji wee bịa inekwa n'anya ya bụ ọjị gbakwara ọ dịka ọ gbaziri agbazi ọ gbara anọ eke orie afọ na nkwọ aga m agọzi ya bụ ọjị tupu anyị aga njem tupu anyị aga n'iru Chineke onye kele n'igwe na bịa gọzie ọjị a nna anyị bụ ụmụ gị ụmụ Biafra anyị na-ayọ gị ka ị bịa nara ọjị a ị gọziela ya ọjị a ka anyị taa ya tata ogologo ndụ narị isi ka ihe akwa ka ihe nwe mụta zụọ nnwere onwe ntụrụ ugo mmeri n'aka ekpe anyị na-ekene gị ọbụna n'isi maazị Nnamdi Kanu onye eji maka ya wee pụta wee na-eme ihe onyonyo a anyị sị na ọ ga-adị ka echi maka echi ada agwụ agwụ ka ha rabụ ndị na-agba izu ọjọọ ha gbachaa ya bụ izu ọ ga-adị ka mmiri ekiri na nkata ọ ga-ehifusi Chukwu okike abịa ma biko bịa gozie ọjị a ana wee m na-akpọ mmụọ niile na Biafra mmụọ niile na Biafra ana m akpọ unu niile ka unu bịa were ọjị oke mmụọ ohu mmụọ na nnụ mmụọ nwunye mmụọ bịa wee na ọjị ka unu gaara anyị njem n'isi mmadụ niile ndị ji maazị Nnamdi Kanu ndị gbara izu maka nwude maazị Nnamdi Kanu ndị nụrụ na ntị ndị kwuru n'ọnụ ndị wetara ego ndị wetara okwu ijem wee fụ na eji nwude maazị Nnamdi Kanu anyị na-asị Chukwu okike abịa mana ọjị a ka anyị na-akpọ gị ka unu bịa were ọjị a ma gaala anyị njem ma mebi na ndị dị otu a maọbụ nwoke maọbụ nwaanyị osi n'ugwu osi na ndịda osi n'aka nne osi n'aka ekpe ọ bụ onye Hausa ọ bụ onye Igbo ọ bụ onye Fulani ọ bụ onye Yoruba ọ bụ onye Ijọ ọ bụ onye Jukum ọ bụ onye Divi ebe ọ bụ na onye ọbụla osi maọbụ onye ọcha osi Amerịka osi London osi UK osi Germany osi Italy ebe ọ bụ na osi n'ụwa niile anyị na Chukwu okike abịa ma bịa wee ọjị a ka anyị taa ya n'ibe ka unu taa ya n'okpoko ka unu bịa gozie anyị ma memi na ndị dị otu ndị na-agbalị izu ọjọọ n'isi Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na ndị kwuru na ama nrapịa Chukwu oke abịa ma biko anyị na-akpọ gị n'ụtụtụ na ehihie ma n'abalị wee na-asị ka bịa buola izu ma kpela ya azụ wee wụọ ọjị a ka anyị taa ya tata ogologo narị isi ka ya akwa ka ihe nwe Chukwu oke abịa ma ekwana ka ifere mee ndị gị ọfọ ka anyị na-agọ n'isi ụmụ Biafra ndị niile na-etinye ego na njem a ndị na-eweta na-etinye etinye Chukwu oke abịa na-ewerekwa na-etinye n'akpa ha gọzie ha gọzie ezinụlọ ha ogologo ndụ narị isi ike ga-abụ nke ha ha ga-amụta okoro ha ga-amụta agbọghọ ha zụcha ụmụ ha zụọ ha ebe ọ bụ na ego a na-etinye na njem anyị ji aga n'iru si apụta Chukwu oke abịa ma anyị na-ayọ gị ekwekwana ka ọkọ maka mmiri ekwesịrị iko ebe ọ na-adọ ido iru ebe ọ ya ehuru ebe ọ ya dọrọ ruo ebe ọ ya efere ofere gọzielu m ndị dị otu a Chukwu oke abịa ma agha ya oge ma kweta na ị ga-emela ya n'afa Chukwu oke abịa maka ikpe ise ya bụ ọjị gbara anọ nkwana ya ibe ọjị na-anọ kwunu furu ya ọ gbara anọ ebe na m aka ọjị m nekwa na ose ọjị ejikọ m ose wee bịa ose ọjị adịghị iji ifere akwụrụ furu ya nke a bụ ose ọjị ọ dịghị iji ifere anyị ga-eme ya bụ ose wee m na ya Chukwu oke abịa ma ihe m gụrụ n'ọjị ka m na-agakwa n'ose wee sị ka ọ gaziere oke ka oke afọ Okonkwo nwoke ukwu na nwoke nta nwaanyị ukwu na nwaanyị nta ndị ihe nwere onwe Biafra na-adị mma gọzie ndị dị otu a aka niile bụ aka ọjọọ ya gwọ nsị na aja banyere njem anyị nọ n'ime ha aka ọjọọ ha ga-aba ha n'ọnụ aka nsị ha ga-aba ha n'ọnụ aka aja ha ga-aba ha n'ọnụ anya yọọ gị ma kweta na ị ga-emezula anyị ya ise Maazị Okpele ejikwe nzu wee bịa bụ onye ọdịnala Chukwu oke abịa ya na-atụ nzu na Ike Orie Afọ na Nkwọ ogologo narị isi ka ihe akụ ihe nwe bịa chebara ya Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nye arụ ike n'elu arụ ike nye amamihe n'elu amamihe nye ngozi n'elu ngozi ọ ga-adị ka echi maka echi ada agwụ maka aka tụrụ ozi ada etu unyi Chugo na-egbu ugo nzu ugo ada ebe n'aja Maazị Nnamdi Kanu bụ ugo n'ebe anyị nọ anya furu ya na aṅụrị ya kwada ọ ga-adịrị ya na mma n'afa Chukwu oke abịa ise ejikọ m edo wee bịa edo ga-edozi ihe nke m gọrọ n'ọfụ ihe nke m kpere n'ekpere nke m nwara n'ọjị ana m asị na nwere onwe bụ m Biafra eruo na nso ọ ga-adịrị ya na mma na Ike dịrị ya mma na Orie dịrị ya mma na Afọ dịrị ya mma na Nkwọ n'afa Chukwu oke abịa ma ise a na-emezi ọsịsọ ka m gaa n'iru n'ihi na egburu m oge wepụta njem a. If you are watching me from your location this night, I want you to indicate where you're watching me from. Also, kindly share this program. I know that the enemies are attacking this program, but we are simulcasting live on Twitter and on YouTube. Also on Facebook page, as the Hot Biafra TV. But the enemies are not happy that we are broadcasting this night. This night program when he was with us. Therefore, you have to share this program. You have to relax and listen attentively. When you look at the topic, the headline, the title of this particular program, King Nnamdi Kanu is the peace and calmness you seek in the entire old Eastern region. Therefore, holding him back, you are inviting calamity. Holding Maazị Nnamdi Kanu back is invitation of calamity in the whole Eastern region. Holding Maazị Nnamdi Kanu against the court ruling is invitation of calamity, invitation of war, invitation of unrest, invitation of so many challenging situations in the Eastern region. You guys are crying already that the economy of Eastern region is already being tampered on since you kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But from this moment, we, the indigenous people of Biafra, are coming out to call on all the international community, all the stakeholders, and the people from the Eastern region. We call upon each and every one of you to stand up now and speak for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because the courts have given us right to do so. If you're watching us from Atlanta, Georgia, Dave D. Chooks, you're welcome to the program. Jude Innocent is watching also, but I don't know where he's watching from. Gozier Materia is watching. I don't know where he's watching from. Wherever you're watching from, please kindly indicate that where you are watching from this location, that I may acknowledge your presence. This movement has gotten to the stage where everybody, I repeat, everybody should stand up. Everybody has to stand up. You must stand up now and support Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Speak out for once. There are messages that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu dropped for us before he was kidnapped. I made a video yesterday. I called on all media warriors. I asked each and every one of them to stand up and focus on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's release. Focus on the verdict that was given to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Focus on the shenanigans that Nigeria law has been playing with. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a free man. He was a free man before he was apprehended. Bring him into this country. The court have ruled that that process which they used to bring him was kidnapped, and it was against his right. Therefore, they struck everything that they labeled against him, leaving him a free man. Therefore, it is time for each and every one of you to stand up and speak the truth. It is time for every one of you should come out and face reality. From the governors from the old Eastern region, to the ministers, to House of Representatives, all of you. There is an interview granted to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And that interview, I want to play it because that is where I want to lay the foundation of this program this evening. Because so many of you used to call him a warmonger. And when you call Mazen Nnamdi Kanu a warmonger, I have more than 1,000,001 questions to ask. Number one is, how does freedom fighting become warmongering? This interview was granted to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu by this woman that worked with Al Jazeera. I was there on the day of this interview was granted. And I want you to pay attention. I want you to listen to the questions that they asked this man. First and foremost, I want you to know that freedom fighting is a right given to indigenous people. Freedom fighting is never for war. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was interviewed. They asked him question, and I want you to listen to his response. From here, I will move this train speedily, and I want you to listen to him, please. Pay attention and listen. don't know what is happening. What is wrong? What is happening? I cannot hear the voice from here. I have to bring it out, then remove it, then go back again to load this particular video, because every question that you need to know about what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for and what it stands for is loaded on this message.
It means freedom, liberty, fairness, equity, and justice.
In practical terms, these are very good sounding words, but in practical terms, what does Biafra mean?
Confederation.
So, a weak center,
Very weak.
very strong for about getting an independent Biafra, because that's what I seem to be hearing.
No, I've not changed my mind. No. And even if Biafra means
Biafrans, I want you to pay attention to what this woman said. And by the time I begin to dissect this video, you are going to learn and relearn a whole lot from this particular video. I know you must have listened to this video 1,000 times, but you have not taken cognizance of this point that I'm about to drive here, because I was there with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when this interview was granted. I was there one-on-one when this interview was granted. Therefore, I want you to listen. The question this woman asked and the response from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The woman said, anyway, I want you to listen to them, then I will play it again. Listen.
going back to where we were before the white man came.
Okay, so you're not talking about a federation when you say a confederation. You're not talking about a federation as part of Nigeria. You're talking about total independence.
Absolute independence.
Complete independence. Now, is there anything that can happen that will make you change your mind about this particular direction?
No.
So it is either Biafra or nothing else.
Or death, yes.
Or death.
That's correct.
If push comes to shove,
Yes.
will you go to war?
No, because truth is a far more potent and deadlier weapon than bullets and mortars.
So no war. You've ruled out the
Absolutely, I
of
don't
war.
believe in war. No, no war. When I say Biafra order, that I'll keep pushing. Either I am alive, I die in the process. I won't stop.
Thank you.
What do
I want you to pay attention again, because I'm going to play this video again. Something happened before this interview was conducted. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was given stringent condition kind of bail in 2017, there were things they told him not to do. There were things they said he shouldn't do. There were conditions they told him that he must abide to. One of those conditions is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should not sit with more than 10 people. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should not grant interview to any media house.
It means
That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should not grant any interview to any media house. These are stringent conditions. How do you tell a leader of over 75 million people not to sit with more than 10 people at a time and not to grant interview? Now, because of that condition, they believed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was going to become a deaf and dumb. They believed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to shut up his mouth, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shouldn't speak to anybody. This was their plan. Little did they know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a man on a mission. His father did not give birth to him as a dumb. The mother did not give birth to him as a dumb. He is an orator. He is an outspoken person. He is the voice of the voiceless. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the voice of the voiceless people of the indigenous people of Biafra. Therefore, for you to tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to speak, it's like you are telling the entire Biafrans not to speak. And do you know something? They went and started publishing lies and lies and lies and lies and lies upon lies against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. After that 2017 that they released him and they asked him not to speak, Punch begin to publish, Champion begin to publish, all the newspapers begin to publish, lying against him, saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have jettisoned Biafra movement, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have collected bribe from Obiano, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now no longer talking about Biafra. Do you see how these people operate? That is why when this woman was asking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu this question, it shocked me because I was standing right there while this interview was conducted. I was there. The woman asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a question, have you had a change of mind about the state of Biafra? Because that is what I am hearing. Biafrans, I know you have been listening and watching this program, this particular video, but you have never picked that particular point. The woman said that what she is hearing is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have betrayed his struggle, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have had a change of mind over the total restoration of Biafra. This was the question that this woman asked Mazi. I want you to listen again. I'm going to play it again for once, at least for you to hear how she presented that question. Then you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's response. Listen.
Freedom, liberty, fairness, equity, and justice.
In practical terms, these are very...
In practical terms, these are very good words. Now, in reality, in physical, what is Biafra? Listen.
Good sounding words,
yes.
But in practical terms, what does Biafra mean?
What does Biafra mean?
Confederation.
Confederation. Ikwere man, you hear him. Ijo man, you hear him. Yoruba man, you hear him. The man that say he's from Ukwale, Ndoki, they hear him. What it means is confederation. Confederation means a weak center and a strong region. Confederation means that you are supposed to handle manage your affairs, your resources and everything, have your prime minister, have your law made in your own languages, and have your own judiciary. Everything as a country is what you're going to have in confederation. And that is what Ojukwu went to Aburi to debate. And they come back, they change the whole situation. Now listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
So a weak center,
very weak,
very strong regions.
Absolutely.
Have you had a change of mind, therefore, about getting an independent Biafra? Because that's...
Do you hear that? Have you have a change of mind, therefore, having an independence of Biafra? Because that is what I am hearing. That is what the woman said. Listen to the woman.
That's what I seem to be hearing.
That is what I seem to be hearing. That is what I seem to be hearing. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have had a change of mind in getting the independence of Biafra. That is when Ohaneze, led by Nnamdi Kanu, was begging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to calm down, that they want to do, they want to restructure Nigeria. That they want to have restructuring. They have to restructure Nigeria into confederation, into true federalism. Are you listening to what I'm saying? This was the lies they were telling us. They were telling us that they want to get us confederation. They want to get us true federalism. They want to restructure Nigeria. Then they told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to stop Biafra. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them, you have not gotten the confederation you're talking about, and they're asking me to leave Biafra, freedom that I'm fighting for. And this woman confirmed that the people who were writing all those junk, who wanted to deceive the people, the general populace that were following Mazi, that Mazi have jettisoned Biafra restoration in full time. And I want you to listen to Mazi's response. Listen.
No, I've not changed my mind. No.
I've not changed my mind.
And even if Biafra means going back to where we were before the white man came.
Okay, so you're not talking about a federation when you say a confederation. You're not talking about a federation as part of Nigeria. You're talking about...
You hear that? She is asking if Mazi is talking about a federation within Nigeria. He said, no, it is total freedom of the people of Biafra. The woman was smart, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was more smarter than the woman. Take note of that particular question and let us move forward.
Total independence.
Absolute independence.
Complete independence. Now, is there anything that can happen that will make you change your mind about this particular direction?
No.
You hear that? The woman, they sent the woman. Listen, every question you hear this woman asking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a script written by Nigeria government. You all knew that this woman is one of the top journalists that used to even interview Buhari when Buhari was there. This particular woman now, she is one of the top journalists. She sat one-on-one with Buhari, interview Buhari. This woman, you see. You listen to the question she's asking. It was a script that was written, given to the woman. Go and ask him all these questions. But do not forget that when they sent some message to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, asking him to list out what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to be done for him to drop Biafra. I want to read them out for you to hear what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needed. Just the same question that they asked him, this woman asked him here. After the woman asking him this question, they sent some emissaries to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafrans, if after this particular interview, they later sent some men to come and meet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and request for the same question which this woman asked on this particular program. But let me finish the video. Then I'll give you the things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. This is what you have to put in place before you tell me to stop about talking about Biafra. Now listen.
So it is either Biafra or nothing else.
Or death.
Or death.
That's correct.
If push comes to shove,
Yes.
will you go to war?
You hear that? This is where I want you to take another special look. I want you to take another special look on this particular question. If they push him so further, and if all the options that he had is elapsed, is he going to go to war? It is a very big set-up question. A very big setup question. This question is a very big setup. If this kind of question was asked to some people who are claiming to be doing Biafra from somewhere, the people I don't want to be mentioning their name because they're inconsequential. They know themselves. They will say yes. How we go to war? How we bomb Abuja? How we bomb Kaduna? How we bomb Sokoto? How we bomb? But the intelligent leader, the smartest of them that live, the smartest of the Igbo man alive, of all the Igbo smart men alive today, say, listen to what he said. Listen.
No, because truth is a far more potent and deadlier weapon than bullets and mortars.
Did you hear that? That truth is far more a deadlier weapon, more potent. Truth is far more potent and a deadlier weapon than bullets and guns. This is a response from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A great leader indeed. A man full of wisdom. Because this woman thought that if he asked Mazi, what are you going to do if they push you more and all the options you are bringing is being trapped upon, what are you going to do? She thought, she was believing that Mazi will jump out and say, I will go to war. I will go to war. Then they will use it to hold him down. The reason why I am using this to lay my foundation is by the time you are done listening to my analysis and what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said in the past, then you ask yourself, why are they keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their DSS dungeon, even when the court says otherwise? Even when the court have freed him, even when the court have said this man is innocent, they trash every of allegation leveled against him. All the charges against him was quite thrown into dustbin because this man is very innocent and an intelligent man. He said he is destroy the contraption. Listen.
So no war. You've ruled out the
Absolutely no war. No war. When I said Biafra order, that I'll keep pushing. Either I am alive, I die in the process. I won't stop.
Did you hear that? Okoko, did you hear that? Nwa banshi no somewhere netu onu sisi towari ego go we go to jet fighter go we go to nke ọzọ. Did you hear that? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that truth is far more deadlier, the most potent instrument that he will keep pushing. He will keep pushing until Biafra is restored. It's either he died on the process or he get it alive. But I am telling you that he must get it alive. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very, 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 very wise, very, very intelligent. They came prepared with all the script written by United Kingdom. Now you can write and give Fulani, send this woman, go and ask him that question. The United Kingdom. They were looking for a way. They were looking for a way to get a word from him, which they are going to incarcerate him, which they are going to use to fight him. But if Ebobona has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will defeat them. Because all the intellectuals in Nigeria put them together, they know reach 1/4 of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's ideology. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is decimating them one after the other. Tell me, where did this man commit any offense? Where did this man say anything that warrant that people should not speak for him? Why they are keeping him against his wish? Tell me. If you listen to this interview, I want you to tell me, did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he was going for war? He said, no, only truth. And I will keep pushing until Biafra is restored. Now, one thing you guys don't know is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was visited. Guys, I don't say what somebody told me. I say what I know. What I know. There were some men that were sent to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's palace. They came and asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what should be done for you to stop this agitation for Biafra restoration and stop talking about no election? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu responded to them. Makanona de Jebonu Baraka. He told them, first and foremost, you guys should open all the seaports in Biafra land. The one in Warri, the one in Iguacha, the one in Calabar, Onitsha River Niger should be dredged, and the mini seaports should be placed there. By then, they have not started building this second Niger bridge. He told them this second Niger bridge should be built of international standard. He told them Onitsha Enugu Express Road should be constructed. He told them Enugu Port Harcourt Express Road should be constructed. He told them East-West Road should be constructed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them that Nigeria government should pay reparation to all Biafrans. All Biafrans, all Biafrans victims, war victims. Those our fathers that went to war and came back with legs amputated. They should pay the reparation, and they should clean Ogoni land. Are you aware that there are places where bomb that was released in our lands are still being found in our land today? Anywhere they fought war in any country after the war, once there's settlement, they call specialists, they go into the bushes, into communities, and they use the mechanism to bring out all the bomb that didn't explode. They will take all those bombs away from our land As I'm talking to you right now, all the non-exploded bomb in our land, we are still buried on the ground. Sometimes some people will be farming, they will find some of them. As I'm talking to you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them, you guys are going to take care of all this. Yes. Then finally, Mazi told them, you will give us referendum. These are the things that I needed. These are the things that should be done. If you don't want us to talk about Biafra again, once you do all this, build our road, you bring back our seaport back to life, then our international airport should be functional, just the same way the one in Yoruba land and the one in the northern part of Nigeria is functioning. This is what Mazi told them. The Mazi said, last, you people should give us dates for referendum for us to decide if we want to be part and parcel of Nigeria or not. When the church Basa, immediately Mazi dropped this last line, church Basa, they left. Their next coming back was with a helicopter gunboat, jet fighter, and they call it Operation Python Dance. They came with APC, armored personnel carriers. They came with the battalions of soldiers. Share this program. Now, the reason why I am pointing this out for you is because this man that was fighting for the seaport in Warri to be restored. This man that was fighting for the seaport in Iguacha to be restored. This same man that was fighting for the seaport in Calabar to be restored. This man that was fighting that the international airport in River State, in Delta State, across River State, to become international airport, original international airport. This man that is fighting for the road that connects the south and the west. This man that is fighting for the roads from Enugu to Onitsha, from Onitsha to Port Harcourt should be done, is right now declared a free man, and the enemies are still holding him. The people from the places that he is fighting for their own good are keeping quiet. The people from the region where this man is actually asking that the federal government should do something for them are keeping quiet. They are pretending like they don't know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been granted, been discharged, not bail, discharged and acquitted. I am waiting for that senator from Iguacha. I am waiting for that senator from Cross River. I'm waiting for that senator from Akwa Ibom. I'm waiting for that senator from Delta to speak out and say, this man is already been discharged and acquitted. Discharged and acquitted. Allow him to go. I have not seen one. I am still searching for one. These are the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. In case you don't know, in 2015 to 2016, they called him and said, this year Biafra, go with 5 states: Ebonyi, Enugu, Anambra, Imo, and Abia. Carry these 5 states and go as your Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, no. I have a brother in River State called Rotimi Amechi Chibike. I have a brother in River State called Ezenwa Nyesomwike. I have a brother in Delta State called Ifeanyi Chukwuokowa. I have a brother in all these places. How can you tell me to go without my brothers, without my kings and kings? I must go with them through referendum. If my brothers from this side of the world said no, that they don't want to go with me on the ballot box, then I will hands off. But for you to come and divide me and my brother, I am not going to go with the 5 states you created, because they created these 5 states. Normally, we were called the Old Eastern Region. For your information, the old Eastern region was comprises of all the states in old Eastern region. They now use River Niger to carve out Delta State and put them where they call Midwest. But inside that Midwest is where you have a place called Ibuzo. That is where you have a place they called Anyoma. That is where they have a place they carved into Edo State called Iwakere. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, no, I will not go with 5 states. The people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for, the question I'm asking now is, now that the court have granted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bail, not bail, now that court have discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Maria, does it make sense to you that if all the ministers, if all the governors from all these aforementioned states come out, hold a meeting, and go to Abuja and say, allow this man to go? If all the traditional rulers from River State, from Cross River, from Akwa Ibom, from Delta, from Edo, from Anambra, Enugu, if they come out together and say, allow this man to go, since the court have freed him, do you think that they will not listen to them? I want you to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There are things that this man said in his past broadcast that I'm going to bring some of them to you because some of you must have forgotten. Because of this 2023 election, so many things are happening. And they think that this 2023 election is the reason why they're going to hold Mazi or to make Mazi to change his mind or to do whatever they want to do, because they know if they leave Mazi, if Mazi come out, Mazi will continue from where he stopped. But there's a message that Mazi saved to us. Mazi dropped this message to us before he had this.
Will stop us. What we want is Biafra, and what we're going to get is Biafra.
I want to play it once again. The reason why I'm bringing all this to you is so you will not say it is me, Mazo Ale Ezechukwu Bikem, that says that. It is coming from the man in the hand of the enemy. They have tried all they could to stop this man, to break this man. This man is still telling them what I want is Biafra. It's better you kill me instead of you not giving me Biafra. And they knew the danger of killing him. They knew the danger of having his blood split on the floor of Nigeria. They knew. Tsunami, earthquake, yeah, typhoon, uno ganada, mado ganada, war. If this man died in their hand, they knew that what they are doing is like to hold him because of this same 2023 election. And everything that is happening now, those of you that are saying, I'm waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. When you listen to all the things Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said, whatever you need from him as a response is already said. Our job is to bring it and show it to you. That is why I'm doing this program with my laptop, that you may listen and hear it by yourself. That if they think, anybody that think that 2023 election is going to stop us, listen to him again. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? In response to that question that woman asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on that interview, he is still letting the whole world to know that the last bus stop for his quest is Biafra restoration. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, There are games that Fulani people are playing. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have prepared everything everything ahead of time. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prepared ahead of time. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew everything they are doing, and he educated us. He exposed all those things. So they knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not somebody who can close his mouth. They saw his followership. They knew that he is very, very, very stubborn. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is extremely stubborn. You cannot stop him from saying the truth, because truth is like light. Whenever you put it on in a darkness, it will illuminate and the darkness will disappear. And the people that were trying to stop him are darkness, and he is the light. I want you to listen to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. This message came from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not from me. And I want you to listen and listen attentively. It is very, very important. I play it for you to hear. Listen to him. Listen to him. Touch the share button that our enemy shall also listen. Listen. Listen.
I love it.
Of course, one
You can't stop us. You can gossip all you like. It's irrelevant to me. You can't stop us. Are you going to stop us? Who has gossip ever stopped before? If I want to leave here now to go to the kitchen, is gossip going to stop me from going to the kitchen? Some people give undue attention to idiots. I'm saying you are gossiping. Will it stop me from going to US after COVID?
Did you see the reason why I did the video I did yesterday? The reason why I made the video that I did yesterday, saying that we should focus on this man's freedom, not to listen to those that were gossiping, not to listen to those that were dragging us backwards with their gossip, with their character assassinations and all that. We have crossed the Rubicon. We have passed that stage. Where we are right now as in the heart is to talk about our leader's release. His freedom is what we should be talking about. And he said that gossiping cannot stop us from whatever we're doing. Now, I want you to listen, because he said something very, very important about the Fulanis on this particular program. And I want you to listen.
COVID-19 lockdown has been lifted. Some people, I don't know. I now come to the issue of Niger Delta.
Listen, Niger Delta.
I want to show you how stupidity works in the zoo called Nigeria. An open letter to President Muhammadu Buhari, but the man writing the letter knows that Buhari is not there. Do you see the hypocrisy of the so-called elders? You are an elder and you're there and evil is happening and keep quiet. And I want to ask, this letter was written by Edwin Clark. He was a traitor during the war. He sold Biafra. He was a very terrible man. Very, very terrible human being. A traitor. A traitor to his people. They said they don't want Biafra. Igbo man will dominate also. But now, after 50 years, nothing has improved where he comes from. He is now writing a letter to a little boy of 30 years old. Meanwhile, he's 92. And I wish him happy birthday, by the way. He's writing to a 30-year-old boy. Fraud, a fake. In Africa. Begging him. I'll read it a bit for you. Let me begin by expressing earnest gratitude and appreciation to Mr. President. Which Mr. President? The one in Saudi Arabia in a grave? Or this Aisha's boyfriend? He's an elder. He knows everything. He's an elder. Elder statesman. I thank you for congratulating me on my 92nd birthday. Sorry, he's now 93, sorry. I deeply cherish the thoughtful gesture and the kind remarks. As Mr. President rightly stated in the two congratulatory messages, I have rendered over 70 years of my life to the service of this country. Oh, dear me.
Listen.
He has rendered services to Nigeria, his country, for 70 years. And I want to ask Pa Edwin Clark, in that 70 years, is there any running water in your village?
No.
Any hospitals?
No.
You rendered service. I want to find out what service you rendered for 70 years. Let's face it. Okay, sorry, I understand, sir. You made sure that the money from Biafra land built Abuja, while our mothers are going to the stream that they go to toilet in to fetch water to drink. 70 years service to the country. When somebody is 70 years, they'll be wondering what you did. So I'm asking you, what did you do for 70 years? Apart from be an informant for Fulani. Now you're writing a letter. Pleading. Oh, things are going wrong in our zone, in South. He's an elder, he's learned. And he knows that South doesn't exist anywhere in the world. Only in their imagination. Let me highlight some of the few puzzling and embarrassing. But I thought you said an Igbo man is your problem. Edwin Clark. An Igbo man that said an Igbo man is his problem. Can't you see? He's now writing a letter. Where did the job people come from, if not Igbo? Where did they come from? From where, I ask you? Did they come from? Are they not Igbo? Oh, the day I will give you that history, most of you commit suicide, or you go and drown in the creeks because you know nothing. I respect your age because you're a father, but you are a disappointment.
Pure one.
To this generation and next. Very sad. I can't. It's an embarrassment. You're writing to a boy you know that is your great grandson. You're calling him Mr. President. Aisha's boyfriend, you're writing to him saying, Mr. President. You are afraid. When we were selling Biafra in those days, preparing to serve the zoo, if they tell you will come to this, will you believe it? Like cancer everywhere. If you betray Biafra, you'll be released to nothing by those you're serving. Have you seen it now? You're now writing letter and you're begging. You are begging now. Please help us. We are in Niger Delta. We are in South. In fact, let me see if you use the word Niger Delta here. I don't think he did. I think it was mostly South. Because that useless word, Niger Delta, we have destroyed it.
Completely.
Niger nigger is here now. Or Delta nigger. Delta absurdity. Delta idiots is here. Is there now. Google it. The meaning of black in Latin is there. Niger Delta. Do you see how foolish you now sound? Niger Delta. They are now begging, you have removed us, so there is nobody to replace. 70 years of service. Our mothers are fetching water from a stream where they bathe and they go to toilets. 70 years service. So you write it like this, any idiot. Hey, he's an elder statesman. Statesman in your pocket. Your house in Abuja. And your latest wife. That's the only thing you've achieved. You achieved nothing. Nothing. An empty, vacuous life filled with betrayal and treachery. The people you're serving in the north, Fulani, did they betray the people as you betrayed your own?
No.
Edwin Clark, I'm asking you. The people in Fulani people, did Fulani betray their people the same way that you did? You should be ashamed of yourself and stop writing. You're begging. I thought you said the woman is your problem. Not Fulani. But now you're writing and you're begging. Fulani people. You're not ashamed. Niger Delta. A delta of absurdity. A delta of darkness. A delta of hopelessness. That's the name you gave yourselves. What a shame. What a very big shame. I said after tonight, things will no longer be the same. Some will repent, some will die. But in the end, Biafra will come. We are not stopping.
Before I continue this video, if you are from a place they call Delta, I want you to know that the meaning of Delta is not good for you. Delta simply means a place where erosion dumps debris before it flows into the high sea. A location where erosion dumps debris. Mmiri zosie o nwere ebe mmiri na-ebute ngwongwo na ngwongwo niile deti niile, all the whole dustbin, all the whole dirty things, because the river cannot take any dirty thing. So you have to, those erosion must drop those things somewhere before the only water that came from the land flows into the high sea. That location is called Delta, for your information. To bring it down in a layman language where you can understand it, go and check the meaning. And that is the name of the people that the enemies called you. And you are answering the name. Now, King Nnamdi Kanu, who is under incarceration, who is fighting for the people, for the so-called Niger Delta people, have there been anybody from the so-called Niger Delta speaking out that King Nnamdi Kanu should be freed? Because this man was speaking for us and is still speaking for us. This man is fighting for every one of us. Have anybody said a word? No. That is why sometimes when I get angry, when I get upset, I think like if we should actually talk about the Igbo-speaking Biafrans and forget about these people that doesn't appreciate any little thing. Or if you cannot appreciate little thing, how can you appreciate the greater things that we have done? The Igbo man is dying more than the Delta man. The Igbo man is dying more than the so-called South man. The Igbo man is in the forefront. The Igbo man is the one that is putting all their resources into this struggle more. 98% of all the people fighting for this struggle are all Igbos. 98%. The remaining 2% may be people from the so-called Niger Delta. And when King Nnamdi Kanu was asked to go with these Igbos, King Nnamdi Kanu said, no, those people are still our brother. Is there any person that is called a Niger Delta that can stand and fight for Igbos the way King Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for everybody? Nobody. The only one, the pig in the creek who used to talk about Biafra. Now he's talking about election. Asari Dokubonyoshi Afonse is now talking about Nigeria election 2023. But King Nnamdi Kanu have told us that nothing you can do that will change our mind for the restoration of Biafra. Absolute freedom from Nigeria. Nothing. Even year 2023. I just played the video before playing these ones. So I want you to listen to him. Because when I listen to the message this man have sent out, when I think about the sacrifices that this man have made so far, when I think about what this man have done, the unity he created among us, and the seed of this cord that the enemy sew, which this man have destroyed, uprooted, and thrown into abyss, then for him to have a clear justice, a judgment that the whole people should stand up and say, we have to stand with this man. Now, both the so-called Niger Delta, all of them were quiet. People from the so-called former Midwest, they were all quiet. People, all of them are keeping quiet. Nobody is speaking. Nobody is saying anything. When I come out tomorrow to host a program to talk about let all the only Igbo-speaking Biafran go, some people will say, no, Mazi, you don't need to say that. Why will you say that? We are one. We must go together. But the people from that part of the world are not asking about this man who is in the front line fighting for everybody. Why? Why? Listen to this gospel. Because sometimes I became upset when I see how our people are being killed, how our people are being incarcerated, how our people are being kidnapped. When I check the record, it is 98% of Igbo-speaking Biafrans that are in the front line, dying, contributing money. This program I'm running now, it is a Biafran woman. This particular program, it is a Biafran woman that said, my brother, I want you to continue this program you are doing. I want you to continue what you are doing. Take this money, buy recharge card. Yes, without recharge card, you cannot do anything. Buy fuel and put in your generator and continue doing your program. It's a Biafran woman of Igbo extraction. Yes, a Biafran woman of Igbo extraction. Because everybody that is called an Igbo knows the value of freedom. All of us from A to Z, we know the value of freedom. That is why we used to give one update that says, live and let live, biri and biri. Let the eagle perch and let the kite perch. If anyone says no to each other, let the wings break. That is where I stand. Not let the eagle show the kite where to perch. No, let the wing Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for all of us. He have done all the job that is needed to be done. That is why when some idiot come out and say, hey, the man in Finland is doing something. Hey, he's doing something. He is doing a great job. Which great job is he doing? That Nnamdi Kanu have not finished. Mazi have actually finished every word, finished everything, finished every job. What we need to do now is to back him up. Nobody is doing anything compared to what Nnamdi Kanu have done. What all we are doing now is to stand on the foundation that Nnamdi Kanu built. So when you tell me that the people who are dragging us backward are doing something, when they are actually destroying what Nnamdi Kanu did, it provokes me. Listen to Mazi, because this gospel must be preached to the end. Listen.
We are unstoppable. Nobody, they've not given birth to you. You can't stop us.
Of course.
If you say what I'm preaching is not correct, come out.
Okay.
Come out.
Okay.
After dealing with you, your wife will not cook for you for a year.
Forever.
I will disgrace you publicly that if you go back, your wife will not serve you food for a year.
That's correct.
If you claim you went to school, come out.
Come out. A very big challenge.
Destroy you. You are 92 years old. You spent 70 years serving Fulani.
He spent 70 years serving Fulani, and yet they don't have drinking water in their communities. Look at the flood. Look at the current flood that have taken over Bayelsa. Dino Malaya house in Kogi is flooded. Good Luck community is flooded. Don't you see it? If the government did what they're supposed to do many years ago, this flood will not come and take all these communities. If Nnamdi Kanu happened to be with us now, and this flood happened, Nnamdi Kanu would have sent palliatives to the affected communities. Trust me. If this man you are watching right here, to show you how much he loved them, if this man you're watching is to be with us right now as in the hurt, he would have sent palliatives to the people of Kogi, to the people of Anambra, to the people of Delta, to the people of Bayelsa, all the affected communities. He would have sent palliative to them. Somebody went to camp where people whose communities were being submerged were camping in Delta State, and told me, Mazi, look at what happened. Look at these communities. People are suffering. People are dying. I felt so pity, and I wanted to do a program where I will ask for people to help, in raising, if it is a small amount of money, for those people that were affected, especially Anambra and Bayelsa. Then, excuse me, I brought it online and I had advices. Then I decided to drop that idea and say, no, let me keep to what I am doing, because tomorrow people will turn it to something else. But normally, If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to be outside, I will call for it and he will back me up and say what you do is right. But because it's not outside, if I call for it now, you will see some people come and say, hey, why are you calling for help? Why are you calling for palliative for the people that is affected? Is it for you to show that you can do this, you can do that? That is excuse me. That is annual for. That is annual for you. Instead of them to commend me to say, oh, what you are doing is good, they will say, why are you doing it? Then where is that spirit of Honorable Nabanoso? Where is the spirit? The same way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu love you guys, that is how I love you guys. And that is the reason why anything that affects an Igbo man affects me. And Mazi is telling you that we all should stand together and get Biafra. But my problem is the people that Mazi is fighting for, do they remember him now that he need there? Excuse me. I ate bitter cola and it went to the wrong place. But I'll be fine. So listen to Mazi. Listen to him.
In your place, there is no running water. 70 years of service to the country. Which country? But you've not heard that charity begins at home. Traitors. Traitors everywhere. You claim your elders, you want respect. But you saw our future. And you want respect. If you did what you're supposed to, would there be any militancy?
You hear
in the
that?
southern part of Biafra land?
You hear that?
There have no militancy now. There have no need for it. Because you would have done your job. Nobody should call on another thing. It's not time for calls. I don't know where people are calling from. Now you're begging for position. After betraying Biafra, betraying your land, and now you are writing OFR-CON. Empty. Rubbish. Vacuous. As old as you are. You left no legacy. The only legacy you left is a legacy of betrayal of your people. You ran to the north. You sold Biafra. They gave you ordinary commission of information. And you think they loved you. You betrayed Jonathan. Edwin Clark did not betray Jonathan. How many, the percentage of a job that voted for Jonathan compared to Igbo? Which one is greater?
The Igbos.
More Igbo people voted for Jonathan by percentage than a job.
Of course.
Sorry, must pronounce it correctly.
Of course, 100%. 100%.
To tell you who we are, fairness. Fairness.
Yes.
That's who we are. I asked a man, walking on my car, and I asked him, why did you say you vote for Jonathan? He said, because Jonathan is my brother. He doesn't know who Jonathan is. What? I'll never forget. He said, Jonathan is my brother. That's why I vote for him. Do you feel that way towards the Igbo people? Edwin Clark, do you feel that way?
No.
Despite all the betrayal, he said, Jonathan is my brother. Do you feel that way? Don't you have guilty conscience? You cannot even ask for forgiveness. All you betrayers during the war. Traitors everywhere. You're writing a letter to a 30-year-old boy. In the night, he will go to sleep with Aisha. In the night, you're writing a letter begging for appointment. You're not ashamed of yourself. You are begging, as you are begging for Niger Delta, so have they stolen all the money and taken it to the north. Look at, I want people to go and Google projects in the north. The Air Force Hospital in Daura, Federal Polytechnical Daura, 18 billion University of Translation inaugurated in Daura, Buhari's hometown Daura, to have battalion barracks after Air Force built reference hospital in his village, Daura. Katsina refinery ready in 2021. Edwin Clark, do you see how people behave? Although Buhari is dead, they are doing everything in Daura in his name. What did you do for your people? Elder statesman. Oh, you're insulting an elder. What have you done for your people, Edwin Clark? Let me repeat. Since you betrayed Jonathan in 2015, because you're a serial betrayer, you are a traitor to your people. You are a traitor to your people. And I pray that God will keep you alive to see Biafra, because you are an evil man. You are an evil man. You represent a constituency within Izon that is poisonous. A very poisonous, full and a controlled constituency. My happiness is that you people are in the minority. You are in the minority.
Okay.
You are. If there is a place beside Nation now, 99.9% will vote for Biafra. I said 99.9.
That's correct.
Because they know who you traitors are. Because you appear on TV, and because you write for newspapers. People don't know who you people are. But we know you. Let me remind you, the little boy that you're writing to, please help us now. Peter San is no longer there. You removed him. Let me remind you what they did in Daura. People that have brain. Unlike you, an elder, you claim 70. Let me. Okay. They've been there now for less than 6 years. Let me tell you what they have done. You've been serving the zoo for 70 years with nothing. Let me tell you what they have done in 6 years. Listen carefully. Air Force Base, Capital, Daura. Federal Polytechnico, Daura. 18 billion, University of Daura. Air Force Barracks, Daura. Katsina Refinery, Daura, ready in 2021. Rail line from Kanu to Daura. Only 6 years.
Only 6 years.
You are 70 years. And you are begging, writing letter. I'm begging you now. We are South. Please give us one position.
Do you know the most shocking of all this? The Minister of Transportation is from the so-called Niger Delta, Rotimi Amoechi. And there is no railway that passed through the so-called Niger Delta. But the railway line passed from Lagos to Ibadan to all north. Then the south doesn't have rail. The new project, the federal project. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for all of us, exposing those key criminals that we are sitting on the future of their children and that of their children's children. No wonder they don't want to talk about his freedom. No wonder they are not even concerned about him. No wonder. No wonder they are not concerned about this man. Sometimes I'll be asking myself, why is these people not concerned about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Then when I remember that he was hitting them so hard, he was exposing them. Steady. So for that, they wish him dead. I will not continue this particular video because Mazi have exposed a lot about the people that he is fighting for and how their leaders are using the future of their children to play karo. I have another video that I'm going to bring up. It is so much painful to see that nobody from the so-called Niger Delta is yet speaking up, asking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. Nobody. Whatsoever, nobody. I'm still waiting. Then you ask yourself, what kind of human being is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What kind of human being is this man? What manner of man are you? What manner of man are you? That the people you are fighting for to defend, the people you are doing everything to defend their land, the people you are fighting for their rank for their children to have a better future, have forsaken you. None of them is talking about your freedom. Now that you needed them more, only those people that sees you, that understands what you are doing, few of them are speaking. This night, I have more of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's video that I want to play, and I'll bring them up. And you must listen. You don't have any choice than to listen. Do you have choice? No is the answer. Therefore, you must listen. Listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He talked about Niger Delta. He talked about the video I actually wanted to play first. Wasn't the one I played first. But at the end of the day, you're going to see it.
Talking, they call them the Funa movement. Our attention has been drawn to a decree credited to one Rotimi Akeredolu, asking Fulani people who have occupied some forests in Ondo State to quit. We are also aware of another incident in Oyo State where...
Are you aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not only fighting for Biafrans, he is always fighting for everybody in this contraption they call a country, including Yorubas? This is the evidence. Listen to it. Because this man have called upon Yoruba people so many times and said, stand up and defend their land. Because if you don't, your land will go into extinction. The Fulanis will take over your land. And this is why the Fulanis doesn't want to free this man. And I am still expecting people from that side of the world to also do something in support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. Listen.
An illiterate political talk gave quick notice to Fulani people to leave their territories, which are now their irreversible homes. Are you listening? Fulani are now saying that Yoruba forest is now their irreversible homes. They have now occupied Yoruba land in perpetuity. Yeah. And I want to let my Yoruba friends understand this. You see, in life, anytime you support evil, evil will come back to haunt you. All of you never knew that IPOB and this Biafra movement was for your liberation.
Of course.
Some of you saw maybe the oil and gas from Biafra land. If they go now, we won't have access to oil and gas. In the process of having your eyes fixated on oil and gas, your forest is gone.
Thank you. I see what one of our brother put right on the comment section, because whenever I'm broadcasting, I read people's comments a lot. And if you say something that has meaning, I'll read it out, then use it to make a very proper preaching. Let me put it on the screen that the world may see. Let me put it on the screen that the world may see. This is the comment of our brother. And this man is called Dave D. Chooks. This man said, if not for one thing, taking 5 states of Igbo would have been the best. This shit is so annoying. Do you hear that? That if not for one thing, this my brother that said this one thing, I hope you understand that one thing properly and what it stands for. Because whenever I remember the number of Igbo people that have died in this struggle, whenever I remember the number of the people that have put their life in danger because of this movement, whenever I remember how much our people are contributing, like I said, this program I'm running now, in a woman, a Biafra woman, that sent me the money, say, go and buy fuel. I am proud to say that. Buy fuel, buy data, come online and speak to Biafrans. I am very, very proud to say that. If he call me that guy, let me be. I don't care. So far, I am using it to do work for the restoration of our nation. A day is coming when all of you that are speaking from the both sides of your mouth, talking rubbish against myself, and those that are working for Biafra on the ground, I tell you, a day is coming when you're going to appreciate us. By then, it will be very, very late for you. Because by then, Biafra is restored. Then you come to show, hey, I appreciate what you guys are doing. This, what this our brothers say, is the opinion of majority of people from Biafra land. That is why I bring it up. I want you to read it. Read it verbatim. He said, if not for one thing, taking 5 states of Igbo would have been the best. This shit is so annoying. My brother, now let me explain something to you. The Igbo speaking is not only 5 states. We have Igbo speaking in Bayelsa. We have Igbo speaking in Rivers. We have Igbo speaking in Delta. We have Igbo speaking in Edo. We have part of Igbo speaking even in Cross River, in Akwa Ibom. We have Igbos in these places. We have Igbos speaking even inside Benue, in case you don't know. So if Igbo speaking Biafran should go, it must come through precedent. The people, the communities that speak Igbo, they will be able to determine that we want to go with our brothers. If they say no, they stay, they remain. But to tell you the truth, it is very, very annoying to see that the people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for, most of them that came from the riverine area are very, very stupid and myopic. Very selfish set of people. Believe you me. Sometimes I ask Mazi, what kind of woman being are you? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I'm asking you, what kind of woman being are you? That you are too passionate, you don't even want to think about what the person you are fighting for is doing to you.
There is nothing more precious in life than freedom.
At all. Listen to
freedom is very important. And I need you to understand this very morning. Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Where are those Hausa people today? Do you see them anymore? They're saying we are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Do you see them again today?
No more Hausa Fulani.
Do you see them? I'm asking you.
Yes,
no,
it's Fulani.
Because Fulani have completely overwhelmed them.
Of course.
It's called emasculation.
That is correct.
Completely emasculated them. Look at what they're doing in the East. In the East, they come to the East, I will tell you, oh, you want to be the president or vice? Yeah. They say, give us land for Ruga. They give them land. I saw Joseph Okado did that Lord Banta.
Okay.
They've taken it over in forever and ever. Give us land in your state. Hope of them prove to us that you are our stooge. Give us land in Olu. Hope of them will give them land in Olu. We can go and kill people in Obibo. We can kill for them. How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people.
Bandits.
I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read your newspapers, you will see it there. Fulani governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer a misery. But see, they come down to the south. They tell you, give us land for Ruga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you're one Nigerian. That was why Obi also was talking rubbish. Was talking, was it yesterday or 2 days ago?
The previous one,
supported by the BBC. The problem you people have in Nigeria is this. Your journalists, you see people, Punch newspaper, Tribune, Vanguard, and Nation, they are your second worst enemies. I'm telling you this.
That's correct.
They can never, ever be objective in their reportage. Never, ever, ever. That's why all of you are suffering. But you don't know it. They were the same people used to scuttle the NSAS protest. Of course, some of you went about looking for Indomie in warehouses. Typical black people. Any revolution that is coming now, you must stand very firm. They'll say, oh, you're Igbo. Oh, you're Yoruba. Oh, you are from Europe. Don't join them. It's our turn in 2023. If you do this, you will scuttle our chances of becoming the president in 2023. Ask yourself, all of them that have been president from time immemorial, what benefit has it brought to you as a human being? Absolutely nothing. So you have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. You look at them now, how they have now descended on Yoruba people, asking them to concede, give us your forest, we must graze, we must do this, we must do that. And slowly before your eyes, they are giving in, they are capitulating, they are allowing them to go, if you don't give it to us, so Tinubu will not be president in 2023. Tinubu won't be the president.
You're a great prophet.
That's what I'm saying to you. And foolishly you will agree and hand over your land to them. And once they take your land over from you, look at Hausa. Because they're saying where we come from. If you want to know what your life is going to become in the future, look at Hausa people. If you want to understand or appreciate, I will say, the life that you are about to bequeath to your children and grandchildren, look at Hausa people. Is there any Hausa governor today? Is there any Hausa emir? Is there land though? Katsina is the Hausa land. Kanu is Hausa land. Sokoto is Hausa land. Hausa people own it, indigenous to those areas. I'm asking you this question. Is there any Hausa man who's an emir in the north? The answer is no. Something is going to happen to you. If you don't rise up now to break, I'm not even asking people to break this, you demand for what rightfully belongs to you, your freedom. The freedom to decide. The freedom to write a constitution if you prefer. The freedom to live with whoever you want to live with. That is what we're asking for. But most people misunderstood what we are saying. And today, almost everything we have said about the zoo has come to pass. Everything we have told you, everything I told you has come to pass, hasn't it? Everything.
Of course.
And some people are still questioning and arguing. They said,
of course, I'm going to prove it tonight.
Fulani will resist by all means necessary, including armed resistance, any attempt to forcefully eject them from the forest. Yoruba, you must ask yourself this question. When we were pursuing them from Ebonyi, why didn't they say something about ESN or Nnamdi Kanu? Why? Have you asked yourself that question? Mm-hmm. Because they know we are prepared to die to defend our land. They understand that very well. That is the only language the Fulani understand. You cannot say to Fulani, oh, let us have a Fulani president. And after that, all will be well. Never, ever, ever. They will continue to expand. They will continue to identify idiots in your midst, traitors, saboteurs in your midst. They will promise them heaven and earth. They will give them anything they ask for in order to ensure that they get into you, they subjugate you. Look at Yoruba and the Ilorin. Yoruba, how did you lose a Ilorin? You lost a Ilorin because somebody thought or felt that by aligning himself with what he felt was a superior Fulani force, he can defeat his own people. Afonja, what happened? As a result of that miscalculation, the great Yoruba race lost a Ilorin to Fulani Caliphate. That is why in Ilorin you have an emir of Ilorin, not an Oba of Ilorin, answerable to Sokoto. Okay. That is where Lai Muhammad comes from. You can see them. Sokoto slaves in Yoruba land. When I say this, it's not religion. It has nothing to do with religion. It has everything to do with the mentality of a conquered people. Now they have left the Ilorin, having taken a Ilorin and taken it to Sokoto. They now want to come into Oyo. They want to come into Ondo. Once they take over all those places, it's over for the Yoruba race. Over for you. No, never again will anybody rise a man of honor or integrity in Yoruba land. Never ever. It will only be their stooge. Look at what's happening in the East. Only Fulani stooges can now emerge in the East. It took them very many years, nearly 50 years, to accomplish this very simple task of making sure that everybody, be it Ohanese, be it Pandef, be it governor, anybody you're bringing out must come to the north to swear allegiance to the caliphate. All of them, ban on. Is there any political godfather in the East? There is none. They all go to the north to go and swear allegiance to the Janjaweed. That is why our life is in a mess. That is why they can put someone like Obiozo and make him the Ohanese President General. In front of our eyes, in front of Korokoro, and what did they bribe? They gave money to BBC, they gave money to all Zoo newspapers. They started to trumpet, Obiozo, Apex Group, Apex. You saw them holding their meeting under a canopy. A ton without shame. A whole Ohanese. Under sand, ton canopy. Maybe you saw it, disgraceful and shameful. Talking rubbish. The man looks like a Janjaweed anyway. Talking nonsense. These are people they have prepared for you to sell you down the drain. By the time the Fulanis are done with you, believe you me, if you don't rise up now to fight for your freedom, by the time Fulanis are done with you, you'll be more useless than a Hausa peasant doing Babi Allah somewhere in Zaria. That is the future that awaits you. Now, our people must understand this very clearly, especially my Yoruba brothers and sisters. It is about time you stop supporting evil. That evil is in Asorok. That evil is a gang of reprobates calling themselves presidency. The more you keep on supporting evil in the zoo, the more your land will be taken from you, the more your daughters will be raped and abducted, the more your sons will be slaughtered in cold blood. And under one Nigeria, there is nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because one idiot that they groomed will rise up and say to you, oh no, it's one Nigeria, there is crime everywhere. Haven't you heard about Zamfara? Haven't you heard about Katsina? There is crime everywhere. That is not the case.
Thank you very, very much, Mazi. What I'm building is a preamble. I'm bringing these videos because henceforth my program, I may not be bringing his video, but from everything that you have heard that this man have said, I'll be giving it to you as it is hot. Everything that this man have said have virtually come to pass. I repeat, everything. You see, yes, wrong. Also Neme Nugwausa now. Abuja to be precise. Diplomats are leaving Nigeria. Diplomats, they are leaving. Day in, day out. British Airways did not even land in Abuja anymore. They landed in Lagos. This is a passenger, this is Abuja passenger. They landed in Lagos. Now I want you to listen. Because so I want to ability and answer.
Unless, and this is from an Islamic newspaper. As I told you before, anything you hear on Radio Biafra is correct. I told you on this platform that they will come for you. You see, let me tell you one thing that people don't know because you don't know history. I forgive some of you because in your schools, in the zoo, they don't teach you anything. I want some people to actually go and sit down and study the history of Islam.
You did not listen.
Islam is the only religion that has never stopped.
2015 broadcast. And this is 2022.
Islam is the only religion that has never stopped expanding through militancy and war. Others have stopped. Only Islam. Christianity is based on convincing people, telling them about the message of hope and restoration of Yahweh Yeshua.
Okay.
Of course, immensely corrupted. That we know for sure. But Islam believes in expanding through war. And that war is coming. Now, I must be put on record. And Uchemefo, I wanted to record this very broadcast and play it all the time for our people to also understand and listen.
Uchemefo, we judge. I'm here to play it, sir. That's what I'm doing now.
If you come to me in the future, I'll refer you to the broadcast of the 8th of June, 2015. And that I made this very comment I'm about to make now at precisely 10 minutes to 8 p.m. in the evening.
10 minutes to 8 p.m. in the evening.
If ISIS comes down into the zoo, of course they're part of Boko Haram anyway. If they fought, not if they, because they are forged an alliance already. If they launch any attack with the name of ISIS on the zoo soil, if you come to us to give us weapons, I will decline it.
Do you hear that?
I will allow them to kill all of you before we mount any counteroffensive. Let me tell you one thing that you don't understand.
Why can't everybody? In fact, this time around, I'm not even saying people from the eastern region. Why can't everybody, both the Yorubas, both the Hausas, both the Middle Belters, both the Easterners, stand up right now and say, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why? After watching this program, ask yourself, why can't all the people that this guy was about to save, that this guy was giving not just ordinary prophecy, but a well furnished information on what is about to befall them, what is about to happen to them. This man was telling the whole world, this is how it's going to happen. When it happened, this is how it's going to be. This, and it is today. Also, Britain and America have given this information that in less than 5 days, from 2 days ago, that Abuja may fall. They say may fall, and their diplomats are leaving. British Airlines is no longer landing in Abuja. It's landing in Lagos now. The people will not take local flight to wherever they are going to because of the fear of this attack. Where are the chief army of staff? That is a full animal. Where is the Air Force Air Force commander? Where is the police IG? All these people are Fulanis. They gave themselves power. They put themselves in strategic security positions so that they will now equip their own people and hand over the country over to them. This is what they wanted Buhari to do in his first 4 years. It could not happen. Now, America is telling you that this is what about to happen. But King Nnamdi Kanu have told you 7 fucking years ago. Afasa Galaga. Afasa Galaga King Nnamdi Kanu. 7 years. 7 years. That is going to happen. And it is happening now. And yet, the same man that tried to save the lives of the people that we are forcefully put into this contraption they call a country is in the hand of the enemy. The same enemy that want to kill you. And the court of this enemy camp says, free him to go, and the enemy are still holding him. Then you that you wanted to save, you that you wanted to save your family, save your children, save your generation, you close your mouth, bam, you're not saying anything. Are you not evil? Are you not evil? That this man foresaw what is about to happen and he exposed it. You did not take it serious. Now that America have said it, now that UK have said it, all of you are running kitikiti, running katakata. Chukwu kikabia manu n'eluigwe. Onye anyị na-ekpesa nsogbu anyị niile will deliver King Nnamdi Kanu, whether you support or not. But I'm telling you that it is very, very, very evil of you that you're not even speaking out at this point in time that King Nnamdi Kanu needed your voice. I'm not telling you to go and fight or to go and do anything. Go, just use your Facebook wall page, use your Twitter handle, talk about King Nnamdi Kanu freedom. Talk about his freedom. Speak about him. Let the world know that this man is a prisoner of conscience. Tell them that this man committed no crime. I want you to finish listening to this voice. I don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened. My system is about to malfunction, but I believe you me, I will deal with it as it is hot. Because on this platform, we do everything that we can do to make sure that no enemy will see us. It doesn't matter where you come from. Chukwu Kikabiam is our God. Yes, we are back once again. It doesn't matter what the enemy tried to do. As long as I'm concerned, I will do my best and leave the rest. I'm going to do my best and I will leave the rest. They are attacking the program. The enemies are attacking the program, seriously. But I'm here and I must finish this particular program. I must finish it. I'm going to finish this program. Listen to King Nnamdi Kanu.
School, but you didn't go to school. Because if you went to school, you will understand how Islam works. Islam is coming for you. They must come for you. It's a M-U-S-T, must. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Only you can defend yourselves. This headline here is a confirmation if you need one. Atiku Abubakar said it yesterday. Today is being confirmed that ISIS is coming. Not just Boko Haram, but the real bad people that are coming. They need access to the oil. And they will get it to secure their financial base for their continued expansion within the whole of sub-Saharan Africa. The zoo is seen as pivotal. And Biafra land is where the resources that they're looking for is lying in. They don't trust Buhari anymore. Buhari was their godfather. They no longer trust him. I mean, Boko Haram in this instance. Buhari, they thought, would give them Sharia immediately. Buhari saying, I don't belong to anybody. From that day, they intensified their bombing. Some of you cannot reason, you cannot see very well because you're blind. But at least you're lucky. You're listening to Radio Biafra. Very, very lucky indeed. I'm telling you the truth. Or else, I can't in your blindness. It is that darkness we've come to shed light on, that you can see properly. If they enter the zoo, I will not command this army. And I need guns and I have the men. I need guns and I need bullets. That's all we need. And then we win. I have been sounding this warning. I've been telling you, you think we are joking. They are coming. Your mothers will be raped. Your sisters will be married off as slaves. I'm telling you that now. Right as I speak, write it down. Biafra land will be decimated. Unless we equip this army to defend us.
Okay.
If we don't equip our army to defend us, in other words, if we don't march this year, it will be very, very difficult for us to recover.
And thank God we did.
Forget all this nonsense. All these so-called pro-Biafra groups you're saying, Awasa brought them out to confuse you.
Irania.
Awasa brought them out. That is why they cannot say what we are saying or do what we're capable of doing. These are Awasa groups, and you are not listening. You are not listening.
Do you guys remember when the broadcasters from Muslim land were telling people to stop paying their monthly dues, that they should stop attending IPOB meetings? Did you guys remember then? The broadcaster from Finland then were telling their friends they should stop donating money. They should stop going to meeting. They should stop listening to DOS. They should not be taking order from DOS anymore. Have you forgotten? Now Mazi is telling you that all these people we are talking about now, it is Fulani that is bankrolling them. It is Fulani that is paying them, telling them what to do and what not to do. That is why they have the effronteries to say, forget about it. I say I will not hold program for that man that is less than an ant. I will not host the whole program. Just as I'm doing program like this now, I'm not to put you. For somebody to stand up to tell you shouldn't listen to DOS again, you shouldn't pay your monthly dues again, you shouldn't attend IPOB meeting again, and the person is telling you that he's fighting for Biafra. And now Master Nnamdi Kanu is telling you here that all those pro group that you see, all those mushroom that they call autopilot and they know to have, one day somebody is somewhere, sponsoring them against you, against our freedom, against our movement. When you also can chinaka, and that's a mama, or they did different. Master Nnamdi Kanu saw everything before it happened. Listen to him.
Because the devil has gone into all these idols that you worship. The devil has gone inside you to harden your heart, to blind your eyes that you can no longer see. That day, I will tell you to remember the broadcast of the 8th of June, 2015. I will tell you to go back to it. I need guns and I need weapons. If I don't have guns and bullets, the army of Biafra cannot defend your towns and villages.
Okay.
The sooner you get that into your thick skull, the better for everybody. You are black people, you don't reason, I know that for sure. But the sooner you take this very message seriously, the better for everybody. Or else you're finished.
Thank you.
ISIS is coming. They will enter the zoo and Chad very, very shortly. Not as Boko Haram, they are coming in as their franchise and as their name dictates. ISIS is coming. If you like, you make haste while the sun is shining, or if you like, you can continue to be dumb and stupid. That is entirely up to you. I won't be there, but you'll be dead anyway. And Radio Biafra will not report it, and nobody will. If you like, you give us guns. If you like, you don't. We are trying to save you, not you saving us.
Okay. You see, everything that they are doing, everything that urchin was doing was just to copy Mazi He was just copying Mazi. Everything that Mazi does, he copied. Everything that Mazi does, he copied. Original, fake na fake. Because Mazi asked for guns and bullets. Because Mazi want to protect Biafra land. Because Mazi set up ESN. Because Mazi set up M branch long before the coming of ESN to checkmate every nook and cranny of Biafra land. They want to do their own. Now they ask you to pay $10,000. 50 people will pay $10,000 every month from last 3 months to December. That they are going to use that money to buy ammunition, buy this, buy that. Now that the ESN command have shown the whole world whom their allegiance is to, and whom is their leader, and where they belong, they have all run away. I heard that they were talking and saying, because you know the reason why they said that, you guys know who am I talking about? The one Buddha himself. I don't want to be calling his name because his name is useless to me. I want him to see how retarded I see his name. That is why I don't mention his name anymore because I'm moving forward. I heard that the idiot was saying that the video of the Eastern Security Network is the one that he is in charge of. He doesn't know how the video leaked. I didn't know about that. I did not know. And I didn't know if he said it or not because I didn't hear from him. That is what somebody told me. But however, what I'm trying to do here this night is to remind each and every one of you the reason why we must all stand up to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to ask for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. And Mazi is also using the same avenue, reminding and telling each and every one of you not to listen to all these mushroom so-called freedom fighters who have nothing to offer you. Not to listen to them, because when if had a instead they are collecting from you. That is the gospel truth. That is the gospel truth. When Mazi set up ESN, he did not do it in hidden. He did not hide it. He did not do it in secret. He showed the whole world after setting it up. He shocked them. They never ever believed that such thing would happen, and it did. So when a prophet is speaking, you know. When he is giving his word, you will see the arrow where it's heading to. If not that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with his wisdom quickly set up Eastern Security Network, who have done greatly well in our land. By now, I don't know what will be happening, because so many of you do not know how great Eastern Security Network have worked in our bush. I am back again. These people are seriously attacking this particular program, but believe you me, I'm going to round up soon, but I must finish this program. It doesn't matter if they kick you out, kindly come back. I am your brother, Mazopeleze Chukwubi, Kemago Biafra and Kembanana Biafra. I know what I am doing. And I want you to pay attention. Because when they tell you they are in charge of ESN, ask them which of the ESN. And I want you to listen to the message from the Great Eastern Security Network set up by King Nnamdi Kanu. Those who are loyal to the leadership of IPOB, led by Mazi Chike, I want you to listen to them. Listen to them that you may know where you belong to. I know that a lot of you have been deceived. Listen.
Mama, come and see you. Why yo? So far. Why yo? Mama, come and see you. Why yo? So far. Why yo? Go start ya. Why yo? And go say nothing. Why yo? If I say my mama. God, I say I get my struggle, no going back. If I say my papa. God, I say I get my struggle, no going back. 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 We want to see our leader. No going back. No going back. DOS be the pilot. No going back. DOS be the pilot. No going back.
DOS be the pilot. You hear him? Nnamdi Kanu must come out and no going back. DOS is the pilot. DOS is the people that they are loyal to. DOS is the people that is funding everything that they need, providing it for them. Not anybody from anywhere. Listen to them. Umuchineke. Umuchineke.
DOS, I don't know. No going back. If I say my mama. Then I say I never struggle. No going back. If I say my papa. Then I say I never struggle. No going back. Why yo?
Yes, that is the message from the Great Eastern Security Network. And as you are listening, as you are watching, I want you to know that ESN is not 2, not even 1.5, and they are strongly DOS is the leadership. DOS is the leadership. They have confirmed to you with their song, no more going back. So anybody that come out to tell you that they have ESN, ask them which of the ESN, because we don't have 2 ESN, only 1. And Mazi Chike is the leader in the Directorate of State. Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the supreme leader of the struggle, of the movement. We are not joking here. Before I go, let me give you this last message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man that I love so much. Listen to him before we go.
To have. But I want our people to be very calm. I want Biafra land to be calm and peaceful. Calm and very, very peaceful. We are fighting to defend our people, not to kill them. Yes. We are fighting to defend them. That's why I'm here. Yes. And we'll continue to do so until we get victory.
Thank you. That is the word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that Biafra land must be peaceful, because what Mazi wants is for everywhere to be calm Biafra land must be calm. Biafra land must be calm. Biafra land must be calm. Ebe ọbụla nọ na-esonyelu m, ana m asị ka Chukwu okike abịa ma onye pụrụ ime ihe niile, ezekele n'igwe na maka ihe dị na n'ime, gọzie gị, gọzie ezinụlọ gị, gọzie ọrụ aka gị, gọzie ọbụla nke itinye aka. A sị m onye afọ tata na ga-afụkwa echi. Anyị ga-adị ka echi maka echi adị agwụ agwụ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out. Tomorrow, my next program is going to be different from what you see today. I show all these videos to you because I want to bring your brain back. I want to refresh your memory. I want to make you understand what is about to happen that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu have said in the past, and to help, straighten your understanding and directives so that you will not be misled anymore. I know that so many of you are already being misled. So many of you do not know where you belong. But when you watch this kind of video, you will know that there's no other leadership we have apart from the US. There's no other person we know apart from Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. This is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. He is a prisoner of conscience. And the world must stand up and speak for him. That his victory, which was declared by the Supreme Court, must be given to him. His freedom must be given to him. And we are saying, thank you for watching from anywhere you are watching us from across the globe. We are not going to take call this night. Until tomorrow, I will take calls. Thank you very much and God bless you. I remain your brother Maazị Okpeleze Chukwu Bikem. Ikpe mara eziokwu aka azụ dị ya. Ndewo.